Hi, welcome to the White Guy Show. I'm Whitey, and today I'm going to review the film Natural Born Killers, which came out in 1994. It was written by Quentin Tarantino, directed by Oliver Stone, and it stars Woody Harrelson, Juliette Lewis, Tom Sizemore, Rodney Dangerfield, Pruitt Taylor Vince, Russell Means, to name a few. Robert Downey Jr., of course, is in it. And it's from what I understand, Tarantino wrote this, and he just had a big success with Reservoir Dogs, but he hadn't taken on a sizable picture, and so he asked Oliver Stone to direct this film, and just real quick. So a synopsis: it basically follows Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis as two mass murderers named Mickey and Mallory Knox. And you don't learn a heck of a lot about Woody Harrelson's backstory. His father committed suicide at one point. They're very much poor white trash. Juliette Lewis comes from a home where she's physically and sexually abused by her father, played by Ronnie Dangerfield. And Woody Harrelson shows up and rescues her from her abusive father and family, and helps her kill her parents. And then they go on a shooting spree. Um, enter Robert Downey Jr., who plays TV personality he's following their exploits on his show. And then they ultimately get arrested. They end up in prison. Tommy Lee Jones is the prison warden, and there's a big breakout at the end of the film involving all the characters, and basically everybody fucking dies. Um, Except for Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis, depending on which version of this you have. In one version, they actually get killed, and in another version, they escape and live happily ever after. At the time when this came out, there wasn't really anything quite like it. It takes a lot of different visual themes and splices them together. It's a very chaotic, high energy blood fest. It's a action film with a lot of gore, but it's also got a very sick, dark sense of humor to it. And it also it's a movie that's making a statement about society in general, about consumerism, more specifically, how media influences our lives and in a negative way. Um, and it's again all things involving Tarantino. Excellent filmmaking, excellent performances, very innovative, very creative. Um, no complaints there. For me personally, for old Whitey, there's a threshold where I know this is an action shoot 'em up. This is a film, and I always have this problem with Tarantino where I'm too cerebral. I want the logic of it. I want the mystery and putting together the puzzle to figure out who done it, and things got to line up. With Tarantino, it's like fuck all that. Let's just shoot shit and blow shit up and blood and gore and fun and excitement. I'm very cerebral. He's very visceral. So the logic don't mean shit. Kill Bill doesn't matter if you can or can't dig your way out of a grave using a punch. It doesn't matter if the blonde lady in the jumpsuit can fight 40 ninjas. Nobody brought a handgun to finish the job. So it's all about, does it look fun? Is it fun? Is it a joyride to go on that's fun? Whether the logic makes sense or not. At the end of this film, Natural Born Killers, if you haven't seen it, there's a big prison break. And it's just like, nothing that is happening is plausible. Like, literally nothing that is happening is plausible. I've never been in prison, but I did it, and I'm not a criminal of any kind, but I did do a tour of a jail. And you have to, when you go from one section to another, there's always a guard standing there on the opposite side of a door that you're not getting through. It's very thick, whether it's plexiglass or whether it's door. You're not getting through the some bitch, and the guy on the other end, is the one who's got to open the thing, and he's in a little box, and there's no getting to him if he doesn't. Same thing. He's in there and he's dug in. So you're not getting in from the other end. You're not getting in from your end. Nobody's gonna open that door except for that guy. So when you watch this movie and they're doing this prison break, it's like, how are they opening all the dozens of doors that are fucking made out of steel that a guard with a key would have to, very intricate systems, and they just wander out. And they're like, at one point, one of the guards is like, the doors are jammed. It's like, oh yeah, how are they jammed? It doesn't matter. In Tarantino universe, it doesn't matter. They're just jammed. How did they get jammed? How did anybody get to that point to jam them? Oh, there was a prison break. Oh, was there? That would only take what, 2 or 3 seconds to cordon off and nobody's getting out. Like it's not, if this was plausible, it'd happen all the time. What they show you in the film. So very absurdist, and everybody's got shotguns, but everybody's got 57 shells and just keep shooting. But so if you're very cerebral and you want the logic to line up and you want the film to make sense, nothing Tarantino's going to do is going to be the film for you. This is not the film for you. Natural Born Killers is not the film for you. However, if you like innovative filmmaking, if you like interesting writing that makes a point about society as a whole, good performances. Woody Harrelson is, he's a fucking sociopath, killer, sadist who takes pleasure in shooting people who haven't really. And this is the theme in the film. It's like the very opening scene. They're at a restaurant, and Mallory's doing a sexy dance, and some yokel walks up to her, starts dancing with her, and another guy sits in the bar and says, "I don't care what you call it, I call it pussy," and it's like they're assholes. So go ahead and kill him horribly. The one guy gets sliced to pieces by Mickey while Mallory beats the other guy to death and breaks his neck, and then a third guy hasn't said anything to anyone. He's just outside and he gets a knife through the back, and so it's just like, just for kind of being there working on your truck, you get a knife in the back, and I'm gonna root for these guys. It's up to you. If just like fuck all that, I just want my violence. You'll love this movie. For me, it's just too stupid. It goes past the stupid, pointless threshold. It's trying to make a point about society, and that's all fair and good, but it goes too far into just, this is not gonna happen, and the senselessness. I don't mind violence. If you know me, I was jerking off through the first half hour of Saving Private Ryan. I got no problem with violence, but there's got to be a point to it, and it's got to be bound in reality to one extent or another. I don't mind heightened reality. I don't mind Die Hard. Where things are, but like it's just got to be realistic. Consequences have to be realistic for me personally. So, Natural Born Killers, great filmmaking, great performances, just a stupid as fuck story that just wasn't gonna happen and has no bearing on anything. So that's it here for the Whitey White Guy Show. I'm Whitey. Like, subscribe, and for God's sake, this was a popular film. So if you're sitting there go, fuck you, dude, this was awesome, please let me hear about it in the description box. Give us a retort, make a video response, and be like, no, 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 this was an awesome film, and here's why, and you missed the boat. I welcome it. So thanks for watching, and good journey.